Wes, Elton John has sung for decades, Saturday night's all right for fighting. Well, I say Saturday night's all right for the return of preseason football after 2 years. Packers, Texans, it's time for Final Thoughts. In the preseason context of things, what's at stake here, Wes?
Mike, as you mentioned, it's been 2 years since the Green Bay Packers have played a preseason game, and there are a lot of young guys on this roster looking to make a positive first impression. You can only practice so much, Mike, until you finally get on the football field between those hashes with that type of game day environment. That's what's going to separate, I think, the real prospects from the guys that are going to be contending for a spot on the 53-man roster.
Yeah, well, and one of those guys looking to make a positive first impression is second-year quarterback Jordan Love. There will be a big spotlight on him. He will be under a lot of scrutiny. There will be a lot of pressure for him in this first performance, but it is the first step on his journey, his first NFL game. All right, Wes, a new middle segment this year. Who's heating up? Presented by Aurora Heated Apparel. So, who's heating up?
The definition of this is Josiah DeGuara, Mike. The Packers' third-round pick from last year. He tore the ACL. He had to work his way back. And as Matt LaFleur said, he looks like he's never missed a step. He looks like he just got back out on the field, and he just was playing that game last week against the Falcons. He's catching the ball well, he's running well, and he's hungry and determined to make an impact on this Packers roster.
Yeah, well, you picked the third-round pick from last year. I'm going with the third-round pick this year, Amari Rodgers. Every day on the practice field, Wes, he does something to catch your eye, to make you take notice. You want to see that Clemson wide receiver return man carry it over to the game field. Wes, for Packers win if it's not a matter of the scoreboard, of course, in the preseason, but for this game to count as a win for the Packers, I want to see a good first impression on special teams. This is about changing the culture, the poor rankings from last year, a new coordinator in Maurice Drayton. You want to see the special teams get off to a good start.
And for me, Mike, I think the Packers win if Eric Stokes starts to look like a first-round pick right from day one. This is a young man that ended up playing a lot of snaps during training camp so far. You would anticipate that he's going to see a lot of action in these preseason games. Now, Kevin King is back at practice, but throughout the course of the season, you need defensive backs, and Eric Stokes looks like he's going to be a good one.
All right, and with that, we will sign off on this edition of Final Thoughts. Be sure to follow all of our coverage of Saturday night's preseason opener on Packers.com and on all of your social media channels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the ball game.